Hello, everyone, and welcome to what's been a most unusual thing of doing a schedule talky thing about what's going on with me. So, October is coming to an end, and I hope everyone has a good and safe Halloween. Hopefully, didn't have any problems or egg toilet paper incidents or anything, and enjoyed your time, whether it be trick or treating or doing Halloweenish festivities. But we'd be going into November and updates about what's going on. So, around Thanksgiving for America, which is on the 25th, uh, there will be probably iffiness about off time. A lot of coworkers usually put in vacation way ahead of time for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and that time period was full. So what I'm hoping is the days off they choose to give us for the holiday line up and protect the weekends, hopefully. But it's hard to say what they'll do when they're so desperate for parts and numbers and everything. Things have not changed and haven't really improved or gone better at all, honestly, which is really, really shitty, honestly. But what can you do? So, otherwise, away from the holiday, I should have pretty much my weekends still until the holiday comes up, so things should remain a bit normalized there, as I still have a bunch of half days on Thursdays. Now, what's going on with work is they're doing a new incentive to try and get people to forego their vacation and to keep working. So this week and next week, they offered a $2 raise to every hour if you work and physically work all hours, so you can't even use your vacation. Now, admittedly, that's a pretty interesting little incentive because with the 50 hours we've been normally doing right now, that means that's 200 extra dollars on top of your normal paycheck and overtime from doing the Friday overtime. That's not too shabby, to be honest, but I don't really care too much about it. I'd rather have my free time myself. I've already worked multiple months of all this overtime. It's a little late for me to really want to fucking care about doing more of it. And the fact that it doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon is the thing it's concerning. Is I was really hoping back in July that around this time we would start hearing good news about it slowing down, descending, coming to an end, because we spent all this year doing all kinds of imaginable overtime, and I figured maybe it was going to mess up the beginning of next year and probably really throw next year into a strange loop, because normally how the year is where I work is the beginning of the year is busy overtime, it gets up to about July, starts dying down, and then in the fall season and winter it dies down a lot more, where sometimes they take voluntary layoffs, shut down night shift, kind of depends on what they decide to do, but usually something like that usually happens during the winter fall season, and that none of that's happening this year at all. It'll be a miracle if we just get back to a normal 4-day work week by the end of this year, it seems, because we're still down like 100 people. They're doing a new system where they're bringing in this company that basically fills in openings, and a lot of the people I've seen are really young, so I guess it's a lot of inexperience, or maybe it's a program to help younger people get some experience. I'm not sure. A lot of these people, they have a special badge, so they're easy to identify. But a lot of them are young that I've seen. None of them's in my area. They're all in the assembly area, where the trouble with keeping the amount of people on the line is mainly at. But they brought in apparently about 50 of these people, and they're trying to use them to fill in a lot of the openings we have currently that we still have that they need to do something about, but they're not quite sure what the fuck is going on about that. So things look like it's just continuing more overtime. Luckily, though, it looks like with these people, though, it's going to likely keep us in the 50-hour range, because I feel like at this point they realize the 60-hour thing for multiple months really hurt their employees. New people were turned off. They made a lot of senior people just be like, okay, time to retire. It's quitting time. It's time to go and, enjoy my free time with my retirement money and that. And I feel like they realized that was a very terrible action. So what they're doing is these new people are apparently going to work 60 hours while we continue working currently 50 hours, which I think is somewhat of a smarter move for at least keeping the more senior people. Because, I mean, really, they ran so many people I knew off. Like, it's just really fucking sad how they destroyed so many people out of all these different things they kept trying to do. It really was stupid. But what can you do? What can you do? But either deal with it or go away, because they don't care to actually do anything or solve anything, really. They just want to do the minimal of whatever they can. Just keep having a lot of people be upset they do. A lot of people, but that's pretty much what's going on at work. So I'm just basically hoping for Thanksgiving and Christmas that they'll still give us a few days off. Normally, like with Thanksgiving and Christmas, normally for Christmas we get like usually a week, sometimes 2 weeks off, depending on what's going on with orders. And Thanksgiving, we usually get the week of Thanksgiving off, or half the week off, depending again on what's going on with numbers and that. This year, I'm really iffy on what they're gonna do. Like, I'm kind of concerned, like, because it's on a Thursday, and I'm kind of concerned maybe they'll be like, well, we'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, give you Thursday off, then work your Friday and Saturday, and then, go into the next week, and, like, because they can do that. They can do that. It's really shitty for them to do shit like that, and it's really very well for me to see them do shit like that. But if they feel like they need to, and they don't want to fucking keep caring about their employees, they're going to likely do it. And it is hard to say whether they will or won't. I don't really know which path they will take in that. But I'm just hoping that they'll at least give us 2 days. And by 2 days, I mean I'm counting on the Friday. Because if they do something like that on Thanksgiving week, then, well, I'm going to be mandatory to work here. Because, like I said, the vacation was full then, so I wasn't able to protect from a scheduled work. So just hope they don't decide to mush a holiday in the middle of the week and make us walk around it. I think I've only ever done that twice, though. But, yeah, it kind of sucks. But, well, we'll see. We'll see. Outside of that, they haven't really done much else. That's the only incentive thing they're trying to do, to work anything. A lot of places still around here are still beating around the bush on things. It's pretty stupid, honestly. It gets sickening. I'm lucky that I'm getting out of a lot of it after July and put all these Thursdays and half days. So, I mean, luckily I haven't been forced to work a lot of it. But obviously I don't like it going into next year, because then I have to eat up more of my vacation to try and keep out of it. I don't know. I just can only hope it gets better. But that's what's going on with that. Video-wise, Saga Frontier is getting close to its end. We'll one DLC down on New Vegas and walking towards the next one. We just entered the Divide and Lonesome Road on New Vegas. Darkwood I started for Halloween, and we're walking into the third area of the forest and that. It's going pretty good, enjoying it. It's taking a little longer than I expected, likely because, as I said to Dan during it, I hold a lot of items and play a lot more cautiously, so it doesn't really shock me in a way. Ooh, excuse me. I still got a few minor side things to do, like finish up with a good ending on Citizens of Space. I just hadn't really did it like I meant to do it on a random night. But lately, I just feel like I've been. I don't know. I feel like I've just been messy or not really feeling like it or falling asleep during nights on the weekends lately. It's just been kind of. I don't know. Could be just a bad time for me right now. I'm still dealing with a lot of personal problems and stuff, and but I'm still waiting to get back to several other series. Like I want to get back to working on Intra Odyssey 2, but when all this overtime started, a lot of shit got shelved. A lot of my ideas for the series got shelved, and it's just But what can you do? But that's pretty much a general update on what's going to be for the schedule. So Thanksgiving time period, it's going to be kind of unknown on what's going on now. We're going to be continuing with the current 2 playthroughs. After Darkwood, I might look into doing a few shorter games for a little while to get caught up a little bit on some video content. But either way on that. And I also do have a actual announcement. A few people already know about this, but I got a new PC. It was very expensive. Well, for me, I mean, if you're a big PC elitist, some people might say that's still kind of cheap. For me, it's pretty expensive. And I also bought a Steam Index. Now, I don't have the Steam Index yet. I only have the PC currently. I don't even have shipping info for the index yet, but I'm gonna have an index, and I'm probably likely going to start doing some VR stuff, learning oh, excuse me, learning some VR stuff of that. Some of you know I've been doing workouts with a group that does the workouts in actual VR, but I've been just following through desktop. So and I've made a lot of friends in VRC and that, so I grew more interested in VR, and plus I can use VR. Like the other thing is I can use VR to like have an avatar in videos and stuff, especially with this new computer that's going to be much more powerful than the one I have. So in theory, it being able to do all that should be easier, hopefully, but it'll be a learning thing, but that's something I'm going to slowly be messing with, likely in a month or two, depending on how soon the index gets here and I get set up, and hopefully don't have any problems, hopefully, but we'll see, you never know. But that's pretty much the only big new thing going on outside that. It's just the same usual. But that's pretty much it. Though I did have a weird thing actually happen. If you want to hear this, just a weird little extra. For those who know that GameStop Pro members get $5 free dollars every month for being pro in credit. So I usually try to use that for a free game or extra case or that if I can't find anything that either, or if there's nothing I want to just make cheaper and pay the remaining price. But I did buy something with it, and Now, you know how they usually tell you, do you want to spend an extra dollar for a protection service, blah, 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 if the disc gets damaged thing? So, this lady, though, did not do that. But she did ask about the dollar thing, and the different spiel she gave for it was that in case in 2 years PlayStation 4s will tell you your games will be pirated, this will protect you and you can get a new disc. I'm like thinking in my head, what the fuck is this lady talking about? It's like she's like trying to, like she sounds like she's trying to use the the battery thing that a lot of people will what rightfully freaking out about with the PS4 to try and get sales or some shit. As a lot of us know now, they recently updated the PS4 to make it where that's no longer a problem if the battery goes dead, which is thank goodness. But that was really weird. I don't know if that's just that one employee or if that's something new that GameStop employees are saying to try and get more money. If that is the case, that is shallow as shit. But that was kind of weird to throw that out there since I'm just blabbing. Anyway, that's pretty much what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm mostly open about, what's going on in that. So, I'm still hoping things will get better next year. I'm hoping, but I don't know. The work economy is a fucking mess in America. A lot of people don't want to work, and I can understand. A lot of places treat people like shit. They really do. So, I can't really say that the job market ain't getting what it deserves in a way for treating people for like shit for a very long time, but at the same time, it just everyone's having a lot of problems, and I mean, there's some people who can't even get a job right now that do want to work right now because of weird things. So, mess me. But that's what's going on. So. I hope everyone, like I said, had a safe Halloween, and hopefully everyone will have a safe November and an enjoyable Thanksgiving to remember, hopefully, for this year. Until next time, I'll see you on the next review at the Proving Grounds.